Welcome to Sam Outside. I'm Sam and I'm outside. I'm outside taking a walk. That's right. There are so many reasons for walking in nature. In fact, as an outdoor educator, someone who spends time outdoors for a living, there are so many benefits to spending time for yourself with others, sharing those aspects of nature to create connections to other living things, to create awareness. And, at the core of it, the idea and the philosophy is to inspire and grow young stewards for the land. And as a certified forest therapy guide, I invite others to join me on what is meant to be a slow walk of nature immersion. That's right. Deeper connection with self, deeper connection to other living things in nature, which includes, well, first and foremost, trees and birds, other aspects, other elements like water. All right. And of course, it's the act of moving in nature. So moving is far better for us, is far healthier than being still, than sitting or standing. So the act of walking, some say, well, I've been walking since I've been 1 year old, right? And it's not really considered exercise, but it is when you do it with intention. So the act of walking has been proven to increase longevity by over 50%. So the act of creating a habit of walking, it adds to our longevity. So people don't die of illness, they die of causes. So the act of walking for me is part of a healthy lifestyle, mostly because of, being a dog owner, walking that guy. It's part of his health plan. It's part of increasing his longevity. All right. So the act of doing that requires that I don't just let him out the door and run feral, right? That wouldn't be responsible. So yeah, we have a time limit and we have a route and we have an intention. All right. So for me, the act of participating in the dog walk allows other opportunities for intention. So whether I'm doing some interval walking where I walk 3 minutes more quickly or walking more slowly, or whether I'm walking with a weighted vest, it allows me opportunities to walk with intention. So walking as an exercise requires a little more intensity than the same walk you might get when you get up from your workstation and go to the printer or go to the fridge or just get from point A to point B out of your car into the store. So walking as an exercise requires a little more intensity, that intention, but also consistency. So walking, in terms of what it does to reduce causes, is a proven benefit for reducing heart disease. All right, there's that word, disease. So what it also helps is reduce types of cancers. It reduces the likelihood of type 2 diabetes. It also reduces the impact of what might later become dementia. So right there in and of itself are the proven benefits to walking as an exercise. And it's got nothing to do with the steps. In fact, that number, 10,000 steps, 10,000 is not a number. That number was actually created by people who sell pedometers. So when studied, we really get the impacts after, 7,500. So there you go. So don't worry about counting the steps. You'll get them. 20 minutes. So part of this channel and part of an advocate for nature connection, all right, to reduce cortisol, part of a stress management plan, a mental health plan, right? The benefits of cortisol reduction happen in nature after 20 minutes. After a half hour, we don't really see a significant contribution to reduction of cortisol specifically. Walking outside, all right, access to daylight, access to fresh air greatly increases our serotonin. Now, it's not just walking, all right? There are other contributors to your longevity. You're going to have to consider things like diet, consider things that are going to add to your flexibility, strength training, obviously, and your sleep. All of these will greatly increase the overall benefits to your overall health. Also include stress reduction as part of your healthy living choices. So walking outside as an exercise, when done with intention, adds to your longevity every step. So walking is an exercise. And don't worry about the numbers. Don't worry about the time. Start slow. And when you're doing it safely, when you're doing it with intention, once you've got that consistency, then you can start to play with other aspects of walking, right? Whether it's adding a little weight, adding more steps, using terrain, right? Whether it's changing that intensity with interval walking. So walking is exercise, but it doesn't have to feel like work, right? So consider adding a daily walk a couple times a week. It'll change your life. You're healthier and happier for it. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you. Talk to you again soon.